Video, I'm going to show you how to create videos by Python programming. I mean, if you are Java developer or a PHP developer, Ruby developer, Node.js developer, whatever the language you use, you can use the same principle, just a few lines of code. You can prepare video completely automatic, and you may even post that to YouTube. Um, I mean, after end of this video, I can also post the video that I created using the code. It's completely automatic process. Okay, so the scope of my project that I'm going to work on in this video is that I have lots of text in Tamil language. You all know, I mean, Tamil people know that Thirukkural. The Thirukkural, I'm going to create a video. So what are the elements we need? So obviously we need the text that we need to display in the screen, and that anyway it's easy in Python. You can create a slides and you can present the text, but what do we do in terms of audio? So we need an audio on top of the text, right? So someone has to read the text so that in order to create a video, right? So I'm going to use Google's text-to-speech library in order to create a voice for my screens. Okay, there are plenty of tools out there, but Google Cloud is pretty amazing, and it's much cheaper cost compared to any other library. And the APIs are very easy to use. I mean, you don't need to really go and break your head to write a code. It's very simple. That's the reason I use Google text to speech. Okay, in order to begin with, just go ahead and just type something like Google text to speech, and you will end up with this particular URL. Okay, so if you see something, these buttons are different, don't worry, because if you're logged in user, then this button would be different. If you're not logged in user, this will be a little different. So in order to trial how it will work, so here they're given how play button also. So you can just go ahead and add any text, and you can select the language and what the voice you want, and the voice name, in the voice in terms of, these are all the voice we have, and the speaker, and what is the voice pitch and all you can add. Okay, so in my case, I'm not going to use this particular demo piece. Okay, I'm going to use Python program in order to generate this voice. But if you wanted to play how the voice and whether you like it, you hear well and all those things, you can use this. Okay, so ideally, if I go to my program, I have this Thirukkural text. So I'm going to really convert these text along with the voice. I mean, I'm going to create voice for this particular text. Okay, that's what my goal, but through program, because this got in overall uh, 1330 lines like this. I'm okay. This we call it as a Kural. Okay, right. So if you click, it will play the audio for this particular text. Of course, you can select the language of the source, because you know the language. It's better you can select. So the voice would be better. So in this case, the source language is Tamil. You can select and do that. So anyway, so in order to begin that, just click Cloud Console. Okay, when you click Cloud Console, cloud.google.com. So this is a URL you need to land, and if you see this page, if you did not log in into your Gmail account, please log in, because if you log in, you can see your profile icon here. I mean, you can see only after login this particular console. Okay, just click it, and it will go to the really the project or a developer part of the screen. This is not really like Gmail. Okay, this is a developer part of the window. So in order to create any project, right, so we need to have a one project in the Google Cloud Console, because the project really gives whatever the resource you need, whether you need a computer, you need a AI, you need some library, all those things will be given. Of course, you can attach to some billing account in order, because Google will make a small bill out of it, whatever the resource you use. Okay, here you can just go ahead and click new project and type your name of the project name, and if you don't see this button, it will enable you to add a billing account. So these are all the simple form that you need to select. Okay, and once you create, the project page will be something like this. This is what the project page. Okay, once you're done, you go ahead and you can add your library. I mean, you can enable the services, right? Because in this project, I'm going to use Google text to speech, right? You just search text to speech, okay? Because Google has a lots and lots of solutions, so it's vast. Okay, here just go ahead and click this. Um, you can go and click and enable this. These are all the documentation. Okay, just go here into the API. You don't need to go to the marketplace. You can just go and here, if you see something called enable, just click enable. But if you see something like that, that's just leave it. Okay. In my code, I'm you see that these are all the facilities or resources I enabled. Something like I search and I go and click I enabled. Okay. So I enabled the this thing. Now, how can I connect this particular project into my program, right? That's a very important piece of it. So let's go ahead and find out. All right. So, and then you can just navigate this document, the documentation and all those things, where you can find out this particular page, like googlecloud.com text to speech docs libraries. Okay, you see that these are all the library readily available. If you are a C Sharp, Go, or a Java, Node, PHP, Python, Ruby developer, you can just go ahead and use the respective section, and you can follow the guideline in order to use the Google's text to speech. So in my case, I'm going to use Python. Okay, the first part is that, right? So any program you need to install in your computer. So in order to Python developer, to get this, so just go ahead and run this command. Okay, pip, it's a Python, I mean preferred installer program, pip called preferred installer program. And I'm using this command, and copy this, go to your command prompt. Okay, and just paste this, and you hit okay. Just paste this and it will install in your computer uh, under the necessary Python libraries. So this is the first step. Okay, I already installed, so I don't need to rerun. But again, running again, it's not a problem. Okay, once you log in, so they given a code here, right? You can you can just copy and uh, paste into your code. So I use Visual Code Studio. Okay, so you go ahead and create a plain text file. I mean, sorry, a plain file, but to save it as extension of .py, right? That's a Python extension. Just copy paste the code that you copied from the Google code. Again, follow if you are a Java or Go developers. Okay, so I just copy pasted the code given as an example. All right. So we can execute the code here itself. All right. I just save this code, and now how the system knows that my computer can connect the Google, right? That's a critical step. So I'll use a command prompt maybe, right? Okay. Once you do that, come to your the folder in your command prompt. In my case, cd uh, okay, this is the folder. Okay, so here what you need to do is you need to set up the environment, which means you need to connect the Google Cloud um, with your computer. Okay, in order to do that, I mean, it's not only for this particular program. You are going to use any of the Google product, any of the Google services. The first things you need to connect this particular, this is a project, right? I created. Once I open, I can see the project name here. You see the project name, or you can also see here. Okay, so just copy this. Okay, copy this, and what you can do is I just created a small text file because many time I'll switch between multiple projects. Okay, I always create any command as a sh file. In case if you are a Windows user, use any file name .bat file. Okay, so what we need to do is cloud config set project. Okay, in your command prompt, okay, gcloud. Okay, okay, you may wonder that if you go and hit this particular text, if you don't see such a command, okay, then what you need to do, you need to install the gcloud utilities, correct? I mean, this is a command line, like a CL, like command line language, okay, command line interpreter another way. So you first need to install the gcloud because in your computer it should know that how to connect the Google services and Google APIs or AI or anything. Okay, just go ahead and search like a gcloud installer. Okay, in case Windows or Linux users, Mac users, you all know that how to install, right? Just go and find out your flavor, Windows user or Linux user, something like that. You can download the code, the exe, and install and set up the necessary environment. This is just like installing any other program. Just download and install. In case of Mac or Windows, sorry, Mac or Linux user, you have a brew or yum installs kind of commands, right? So in the case, I simply clicked something like brew install gcloud, so it installed all the necessary and everything just by one command. Okay, it will vary OS to OS. Okay, all right. So I already run. So my system now know the gcloud command. Okay, gcloud config set project. Okay, just paste the ID. I mean the project ID that you have created here. Okay, just go ahead and set this one and hit enter. So now your computer will connect to this particular project, whatever you are going to run with the gcloud going forward. So you may wonder, hey, I'm running some other project. So in my case, there are multiple projects here. Okay, I wanted to use some other project. Okay, how can I go and connect? No problem. You just, if you are going to switch to another project from the Google gcloud, you can say, you can just go and type the other project and hit enter. It will automatically switch. Okay, so that's very important. You need to switch to the different project if you are really working on different project at the same time. Okay, so in my case, I said right, so I can even rerun, not a problem. Okay, YouTube, this is my project name. Okay, hit enter, it will connect. In your case, if it says that okay, you are not authorized or something like that, okay, you just go ahead and gcloud um, auth login, something like that. Okay, you just hit enter and it will automatically connect. I mean, it will go to the browser and ask you to log in into the same account. So for example, if you hit enter, this will open a browser where you need to log in. If you're already logged in, it will simply connect. Okay, in order to know the commands, you can hit here. It will say that a lot of available commands here. Okay, just hit enter, it will show the list of available commands, but you don't need to go through all this. Don't afraid. Google has a really plenty of products, okay, to make your projects wonderful and amazing. All right. In your case, if you have any doubt, let's say gcloud auth login command, something like that. Search. Okay, they will give a command in order to connect your computer with the Google. Okay, just go and type this. This is more than enough. Let's forget all this. Not necessary. Okay, just gcloud auth login, and it will connect you. Okay. So in my case, I can really run now the same command, but if I hit, it will show my email ID because I don't want to really show my email ID on the video. So otherwise I'll get a lot of spam, right? So that's the reason I hesitate to run because I don't want to go and edit the video to hide mask and all those things. Okay, I'm done all these things, right? So what we can do now, you go ahead and see that there are no audio files here, and let's look at the Google code, right? They given this particular text and they say here something called a hello world, some text. Okay, how are you? Okay, just I'm creating, typing some text. So what this code will do is it will create a audio file. The audio file will read this particular text. Okay, I mean, like some human speaks, right? The same way the audio will speak. Okay, let's go ahead and run. Okay, how to run? Python Google Voice to Google Voice. This is my code. Okay, just hit enter. It will take a That's it. It just in a jiffy it just created. Okay, you see now the audio file is generated. Okay, can you just go ahead and open? Okay, I mean in your OS you can use whatever the command you wanted to use. Okay, so in my case I open it, open the audio player. I mean if you have a some kind of VLC player, right? So here you can just go ahead and right click and I mean, you can open this video and you can, sorry, you can open this audio file and you can play and see. So I really hear the voice. That really looks very good. Okay. This is the initial start of the project. So right now I chosen the Google text to speech and I set up my computer. I authorize the computer with the Google Cloud and I just have a small snippet of the code from Google to do that. So the next step is that I'm going to expand this code to do the automation for the project I have in mind. Okay, that anyway I'll explain. Okay, um, I mean their example was something like this. Okay, I tried different options. It's really cool. Um, hi, hi, hello, how are you? Okay, just type something you wanted to really um, create. Okay, in this example what it really does is we are creating an audio file. The audio will say that hello, how are you? All right. So once you run you can just go ahead and open this. I mean in your folder you might see that the output file is created. Okay, now I'm sure you can't hear the sound because I'm recording this. Okay, I'm sure the audio is really looking good. So I just comment this line because I'm going to really work on my project. Before I work on, I really wanted to make this as a Python little. I mean, it's not really necessary. Okay, for my easiness, text to speech by Google. Okay, so I may suppose to send a text and maybe the path I wanted to save. I mean, you can think of whatever the configuration you have wanted to. Okay, just tab it. Okay, and I don't want to bore you in order to type everything from the beginning. Okay, what I can do, I can type the basic, the main method. You know, every program has its own main method, right? So print hello. Okay, all right. So I mean this is the basic structure I wanted to really follow because in this case I can call this program or call this particular method in any other code. I mean any other part of the code. Okay, so you see, here it doesn't authorize anything because you all know, right? If from the command prompt itself, we went and logged in already, which means my machine is connected to the Google project. Okay, so now if I run this code from my computer, Google knows that I already authorized, so it will execute for me. Okay, so what the project I'm going to work on? So the project is really sort of, I downloaded Thirukkural. I mean, this is something only Tamil people can understand. I am sorry. I mean, it's about a great, I mean, great, I don't know what to say. It's a life quote for every human being. It is structured in three part, and every part has is something related to I mean, I don't want to really explain what Thirukkural is. It's a first thing we learn from the I mean the class one, especially all Tamil people. Okay, this is something we all love to read, and this is a great um, saying for life. Okay, so this is a data set I downloaded. Okay, I really wanted to generate audio for this one. Okay, I repeat, this is called a Thirukkural. For this I'm going to give a voice. So here this data set I downloaded from Koggle. I mean there is a big public data set. From there I downloaded. This has 1130 I would say Kural. Okay, so Kural, the sense every Kural, every Kural has two lines. Okay, this has a very big meaning for life. Okay, so the meanings are written by multiple literatures. So everyone written their own way to explain this, because this is a very short form of a big thing. Okay, so now I wanted to take these two lines and this particular line. Okay, so in order to give a voice to it. Okay, if I really want to read this called அகர முதல எழுத்தெல்லாம் ஆதி பகவன் முதற்றே உலகு. So it is really says that um, எழுத்துக்கள் எல்லாம் அகரத்தில் தொடங்குகின்றன, ஆர் அகரத்தை அடிப்படையாக கொண்டிருக்கின்றன, அதுபோலவே உலகம் கடவுளை அடிப்படையாக கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. ஸோ இது வந்து ஐ மீன் someone written in Tamil, right? So there is a translation in English also. My goal is take this, I mean every line here and create a voice and along with its explanation, so that those who cannot read Tamil can still hear the sound to learn this meaning of it. Maybe I'm planning to convert the same one with the other languages also using the um, Google Translate. I mean, I think I don't need to translate. Here I have everything. I need to just create a voice out of it. Okay. So let's watch what I do. Okay. In order to read this, okay, I written a small, I would say, um, Python code. I mean, this is a JSON file, as I told you, right? I downloaded this JSON file. It's about, I would say, this this one got this one got okay, this one got I think 10 MB JSON file. Okay, this is the data. All right, it's 8 MB. This is the one I'm presenting here. Okay, so in order to read this, I written a very few lines of code. I mean, these are all things I can explain my end goal of this project. Okay, because I'm really going to post this into the YouTube, how I created a Thirukkural to audio. So YouTube really requires some background, right? So I am going to create a slide out of this. All right. So here, as like as any other main function, okay, I return a main function called a process. Okay, maybe you can say process. Yeah, let it be. It can be any name. Okay. Once I write the method, you go to the particular option here. Okay. Um, I felt lazy, so this is the path I mentioned. There is a config file. Okay, this is the config file, is nothing but another Python file. Okay, where I mentioned all the global variable I'm going to use. So the config part data path, and I mentioned the particular file that I show you now. Okay, this file, and I load the file as a JSON. Okay, maybe you can give some decent name. Okay, Thirukkural. All right, fine. Okay, then once I parse and load the data, um, I mean once I load the JSON, I once I load the file, loaded as a JSON file, because we cannot process the plain text, right? We need to have some map or a JSON in order to navigate in a right way. Okay, so once I loaded into the JSON, I iterate. For example, I am taking each one of the line, and I am taking the necessary detail out of this. Okay, once I load, I print here. So what is here? Okay, if you go here, it's called Arathafal. Okay, it's called I would say, so I'm not very good in Tamil, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the title of it. Okay, so and the number of the particular lines. Okay, and the adhigaram, that's called the title, and the line 1 and line 2, because every Thirukkural written exactly the exactly with the 2 lines, okay, and of course 7 words in it. It got many interesting facts, okay. Leave them aside, because the goal is here to create a voice, right? So um, right, I will explain this part little later, okay. For now, let's comment all of them. This is a comment, okay. In Python, you can start the 3 quotes and you can close with the same 3 quotes, then it will be commented out, okay. So I define a path of this particular one. So I say that under Thirukkural, like in the dataset folder, okay, in the dataset folder, I create the folder based on this particular line, okay. So the folder will be created in this particular text, because there would be many Thirukkural written with the same line, okay. I mean the same, under the same title. Sorry, I closed that. I'll cover this later, okay. Requirements is a easy way to install multiple things, yeah, for now, okay. And now can we call the voice generator, okay, in order to test how it works, okay. All right, what we can do, what I mean, we need to really convert the line one, this not exactly here, we should take the line 1 and the line 2, okay. These two we are going to convert, okay, along with the this explanation, okay. All right, in order to do that, before I do this, I mean convert all the, I mean it costs 1130 in total, okay. In total, I mean keep it simple, 1130, okay. I may be wrong, I am so sorry, okay. Here we can see the number, yeah. Oh, I'm wrong, right? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is the exact count. All right, that many audio we are going to create, okay. So now let's go ahead and try with the Google AI how it really generates, okay. This is a line by given by Google, okay. Here I just read this details little closely, okay. They say that the synthesized input, they say we can provide a text, we can provide a SSML, okay. SSML is an improved way. For example, um, let's take this as an example. Assume, okay, in this line, let's take this line, okay. In this line, it can, you can just give the text as such, okay. So it will read the words without understanding the intonation or anything. All right, SSML is another markup language, okay. It's a markup language. We'll give some example, okay. It's another markup language in which we can say where to stress the word, where to fasten, where to slow down, where to pass, those codes we can add. So this is the SSML, which means if we add this information to the AI, then it will understand where I should you know bring the necessary intonation. So I'm not really going to do much on the intonation part, but only thing is that I'm going to pause after the first line a few milliseconds, and after the this one, when I start read this line, I'm going to pause a few seconds, okay. So what I did here, I wanted to instead of passing the text, okay, these are all the same line in fact, okay. Instead of passing the text, I'm going to um, generate a text something like this, okay. I mean you can pass the text with the plain text where you cannot see much of it. I mean it really AI does pretty well job, but when you know something you can add with the SSML, so that will add add value to it. Okay, so what I do here is I say the SSML do speak the particular word. I mean the let's go and take the exact one. Okay, this one. Okay, and sorry, and pause it for off second, off a second. All right, and then continue the second line. Okay, I think I should put it after the period, right? Then read the second part, and then give the 2 seconds a break, then read the remaining the explanation. Okay, I just copy paste manually because I'm not going to run everything for now. I want to test how it really works. Okay, um, okay, now I mean after I generate this video, I'll also post um, how Google AI really works in this case. Okay, I mean how the example of the voice and all those things I'll upload. This is the word, and then it got really interesting examples. Okay, now I went and find out what are all the voice examples available, right? You can't believe Google AI gives multiple voices for various languages. You see this list, it's huge. Okay, every language for English, Tamil, Hindi, Arabic, or every language Google really gives voice option. So in my case, I want this particular voice to be read in Tamil. Okay, because the source is Tamil language, and I took this and I played all these choices. You can't, I mean, you can't believe. You can also give your voice and you can train and you can bring your voice also. That's amazing thing for now. To make it simplified, and I like this particular voice. Okay, it's a female voice. I copied this code. Okay, I went and mentioned that what is the name of the voice, and I also say Google AI has ability to detect the language, what language we pass. But to be honest, I don't want to give the burden to the AI because we know that the source language is Tamil. So I pass the particular code. Okay, this is the language code. Again, you can go ahead and find out in the API document. They give the this examples. Okay, so this is the language, correct? I just copy paste and I pasted here, and then it also gives the gender. Okay, for example, what gender, whether it is, I mean it got a three options. Okay, if you remove here, it has a natural, and you see it got a female and male or a natural voice. Okay, or voice, I mean I leave all those parts for now. I leave it maybe natural, or let's see what exact, I mean as long as you define this one, this is not at all required. Okay, this one definitely not required if you known, if you did not mention this. Okay, so I just explored the different option. Okay, so this is basically a male voice. Okay, I'll put it like a male. Again, I tell you this is not really required. Okay, for a documentation purpose I put it here. And then so the audio configuration is that I'm saying that I want the output of MP3 because it's able to convert MP3 and OGG OPUS, two different format it provide, but in my case MP3 because M3 is de facto when it comes to audio, and it supports almost every device today. And then that's it. When I run, I need to pass this particular parameter. So input is input synthesize that I created in this line, this variable, and I need to, again I just copy paste from the Google, right? So these are all the only parameter I modified, and then the response, it really gives a response on the data, and I write it in my computer. Okay, so here, okay, here we pass the arguments, right? For now we can come back, just leave it for now. So it writes the output. Okay, into this particular path. Okay, I'll remove the existing file output dot. Okay, I removed it, and now I can go ahead and run this. Okay, in order to run, what we need to do, okay, just call this method. Okay, and for now, okay, let's do the better thing. Right, just copy this, I mean cut this. We said that we pass the text and the path, right? So I said text, and in order to save we said the path, correct? Okay, I mean okay, text, okay, sorry, text and the path. Okay, so the path is really going to be in my computer. I mean, for now, let's keep it config dot. Okay, here there is no config, right? Yeah, I mean, in this path, really it is not required. Okay, um, leave it like the path equal to, okay, just dot, which means in the current path itself it will write. Okay, this path, this send this path and the path. Okay, keep that, and now you go ahead and run. Okay, Python process Thirukkural. Okay, now, I'm sorry, I run the other code. That's wrong. I need to run the Google Voice. Okay, um, okay, let's see, there is no such a output file. Okay, let's run this Python Google Voice .py. Okay, when I hit, it says hello. Okay, I mean, there is a problem with this particular path. Okay, all right, for now, let's go ahead and um, maybe we can create here itself, right? Just copy this path. Okay, that's enough, and come here, and this is the path I wanted to write. Okay, maybe voice.mp3. Okay, all right, now go ahead and run, and you can see the file is getting created. I'm sorry. Okay, did I lost? Oh, okay. Just keep that in the command prompt itself. And this is the path the audio will come, right? It just take only a few seconds. Okay. You see this particular file is created. I'll upload this video in order to access. Okay, but for now, let me play and see whether things are okay before I go and run the other files. Okay. I click the music player. I'm hearing now. Okay, fantastic. So I hear this audio with my preferred choices. It's really good. Maybe in my project, one of the thing I'm not very happy with this one is that somewhere it print hello, right? Let's find out where it is. Okay, just remove. Yeah. Okay. One of the, I would say, limitation or the other data what I want is the response really gives the just MP3 file. Um, I tried to find out what is the size of the file, like how length it is, how long, I mean, how many seconds or minute the audio plays, something like that. Those information is not there. That's okay because it really gives a file, right? The MIME data, something like that. So I'm not getting those details, but it doesn't matter. Python gives many other library to get the size of the video because the audio is now downloaded into my computer. Then I can pass into there are many library in order to find out the length and all those things for other aspect of work. Okay, so now this is done. All looks okay. Now go to the actual data. Okay, now I explained this, right, how I do this. Okay, now I'm going to import my code. Okay, import Google voice, right? And here what we can do, cross, I mean, the name looks very short, right? Okay, this is the way we written, right? Go and right now we need to pass these two, correct? And then the path where I need this file. Okay, plus maybe we can add this is the path, plus I want to add right, what exact name. I think we can use this particular ID because this is very unique. Okay, um, what should I do? The number is the variable. Okay, I'm simply using a string concatenation, not the some interpolation methods. Okay, that's okay. This is a simple example. Okay, all right, mp3, right? So now why this shows error? Text to speech, why is the throwing error? Oh, okay, sorry, I have to put this that this method is under this particular project, I mean the file. Okay. Okay, all looks okay, but you see, I just passed the path maybe, right, but I send the plain text. I have to really create a SSML, right? You all remember, right? This is the example I created. Okay, just go ahead because that's the same example we are going to use. Okay, here again, sorry, I'm not going to use any interpolation method. Okay, I mean, if you really bore with this kind of string concatenation, you can use a PyStash. It's another library I used in the here. Okay, this particular library is really doing a fantastic work. It's actually Mustache for Python. So okay, here what we need to do, let's take the line 1 and then do pause for a off a second. I'm saying that 500 millisecond. Okay, 1 minute is 1000 millisecond. Okay, I'm putting off a second, um, and then put the remaining, that line 2, remove this text. Okay, okay, and line 2, and give 2 minutes, sorry, 2 seconds break. See, again, this is not really great SSML example I'm preparing, but for me this looks okay. All right, we can improve later when it required, and we are going to add what, the actual description to it. Okay, let me find out where the description is. The description is at the part of this MV key. Okay, so this is where I've written here. Okay, so here after 2 seconds break, sorry, add this one. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, okay. Semicolon is not necessary, it's optional in Python. Okay, and we have created a simple sample examples, SSML example based on what we want. Okay, now it's done. Okay, so I worried that it will go and run for all, how much it is going to be a cost or something like that. Okay, I'm not sure, but for now let's remove this, and let's remove this, and the number is okay because we know that which one is going on. Okay, and you see, in addition to that, so what I'm going to do, um, I I'm going to create um, a video of this particular text. That's the entire goal. Okay, so I'm going to create a video. The video will show the frame. In the frame this text will appear, and along with that the voice will be embedded. Okay, that's a final goal of the project. Okay, for that this is what I have written. Okay, I let me remove this. Okay, this may be a quick example. Okay, here the project path is not created. Let's create. Okay, this is I think I made a wrong. I have to move this above. Okay, I mean, what I'm saying here is, for every, I'm sorry, for every adhikaram, for example, whenever this adhikaram changes, okay, I wanted to create a new folder. So basically, I'm creating a folder based on this because this is repeated, that every new audio will be saved in the same folder. But when this change, it will go to the new folder. Okay, that looks okay according to my requirement. Okay, I'm trying to check whether the folder is not there, and I'm creating. I mean, if the folder is not there, where I'm creating, here after here I'm trying to create a folder. Correct? Okay. I'm creating, and then I'm going and creating an audio. and the audio assume it is generated, and then I'm creating an icon path. In the icon, I'm trying to create a icon under this folder. Okay, and with the icon, I'm creating a I'm trying to um, okay, this is a folder, but okay, I don't think I'm using this one. Okay, I think we can remove this. I mean, I have other code here. I just copied. Okay, remove it. Okay, I'm taking a Thirukkural image which I copied here. This is, I mean, this is the man behind this great, you know, literature for a life. Okay, okay, I just wanted to add this image in the background. Okay, and then for each and every um, line or image or audio, I'm trying to create a sequence number, something like this. I mean, which means a 001, 002, something like that, because I wanted to see a proper order here. I mean, it's just simple util function in order to keep the 1, 2, 3 in proper sequence. Okay, and then it will create a slide. I'll show you anyway. Okay, I'll quickly explain in a very short. Okay, um, okay, here I think all done, but can we give the different name to the, yeah, I think it's better we can give the same name pattern for the, um, okay, this looks, I think I'm okay, but how do we connect the, see, there will be 1330 images will be generated along with the same count of audio. So we need to have a proper sequence, otherwise while we merge everything together, like stitching together, we will be in trouble. Okay, right now I'm not stitching in this program. Okay, um, so how do we, okay, here, see here I'm creating a some counter. Okay, the counter variable bit, but when we process the audio, we are taking the counter from this particular number. Okay, so can we create the number using the same one? Okay, yeah, I think we no need a counter here in the project path itself. Better create the same name so that we can merge easily. For example, um, all 1330 will have equivalent image in JPG and MP3. Okay, now it's done. And can we just um, uh, limit a few number in order to test? Okay, just go ahead and see if counter equal to 10. Okay, simply um, return. Okay, yeah, this is enough. All right, can we run? um, I may okay, let's run here because it's a 10, right? Okay, process, what process, sorry, Python process. Okay, there is a error. Why? Because which line we got error? It is this particular line. Okay, I mean this line. I think I'm merging the number with the string. Okay, the project for this number is basically a integer. That's a Python requirement to this is what the string interpolation would be much better choice, but I'm sorry, in order to make this very simple, I'm putting this in a very simple manner. Okay, and I'm merging this as well. Okay, yeah, clear, run. Okay, uh, yeah, it's generating. Okay, see, you see this is the one. All right, this folder is created because this is the EL, okay, the Adhikaram or a title. Okay, under this folder, we only run 10, right? Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Um, this is what it does. I will explain how this is getting created. It's again Python code. Okay, I've written here. That maybe I'll explain a little bit later. Okay, This is simply I'm passing those text line and everything. The PIL and the PIL code. Okay, this is another package. It helps us to create a slide something like that with the help of the text. Okay, so this is a title. This is the adhikaram or something. I mean, all this text comes from this JSON file. Okay, and this one. I'm sorry. So okay, this is the one. Um, So I thought to add the image here, but I think I missed to do that, I guess. Let me check. Okay. Here we are saying that author image, right? If I go to the author image, let's see what I missed. Okay. Um, the author image is here. Okay. So I'm creating a particular banner. In that, um, I'm just sizing the given author image, then I am inserting the image along with the background. But this doesn't. Okay, after pasted, I think I should have copied this variable or something. Let's try this. Okay, again we draw and we put that into the background. Okay, let's again go and run. Maybe this time can I stop generating audio because I don't know how much it will cost. Okay, just comment this out for now because the problem with the image, right? So let's run this and see whether okay, the Thirukkural image is missing. We'll deal that. Okay, we'll check that. Let's go and debug now. Okay, debug. What I did is I went and I would say that I just trying to check what could be the issue. When I print and see, I think I defined the wrong path in terms of collecting the image. That's a very bad error that I made. Uh, so data path I have to call. I mean, I have everything in my configuration file where all this data path and everything is saved. So this is a base path. I should have copied this because from the base path I have this particular image. Okay, let me show you. This is the image I wanted to embed into the particular aspect. Let's go ahead and run this, and now um, look like this is now inserted. Okay, go here. Okay, you see, maybe I need to reduce the screen, sorry. Um, okay, right. This looks okay, but the problem is um, we inserted at the right bottom. I think we need to put it at the top so that um, it will look little better. So what should I do is just go to that part, that the slide creation part. So when we paste the particular image, I put the left indent. I mean, this is a celebrity image. In this case, the poet is the celebrity. I put here, and the left indent is basically left indent, right? But the top indent, I done a calculation of, from the side, the overall slide width and the image width minus is for the left indent. So top indent in this case, it's a 0, right? So what will happen? It will come now. The image will go little top. I'm not sure why this is not opening with the proper fixed window. Okay. All right, if this goes to the top, but still there will be little overlap, right? So can we still reduce this image a little bit? I mean, in terms of the width, okay? So what width we really want, okay? Um, I'm not sure, but this left indent, if you really look at what the left indent, we have, a little understanding of how it I mean how we need to define. Okay, so the left margin is basically 50. Okay, this is 50. If we calculate it, maybe okay, we need to have 200 is enough. Okay, so how do we do the 200? So image with, we need the image with basically um, the image icon size should be just 200. Okay. um, okay, let's go ahead and run this tool. Okay, yeah, this looks okay, right? So you all may like it, how this really generated all those aspects, right? So I thought of giving some colorful the CSS. Okay, here what I do is, let's go and when I create the banner image. Okay, now let's remove this print, it is unnecessary. When we print the background of this particular the image, right? Can we say, can you pull something like I have something called utils method. Okay, I'll explain. Okay, utils is a class where I have a set of colors from my config. Okay, these are all the CSS colors, some light background color. Okay, so from there I pick some random based on the maximum available CSS color. Okay, what I do, I go ahead and put it something like that. Okay, now it should create a different color based sorry, I'm running other Java program. Okay, okay, now you go ahead and see. So everything should have a different color. Okay, this is why. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure why the size is not fitting here. Okay, this one looks okay, I guess. Okay, I this a random color. You don't know how this pick the color. There's a gray and this is a light blue or a green or something. Okay, right? So I think you like the way it is generated so far. The so far idea is it is creating this text, the image along with its own audio. In order to validate, I'm just going to open one of the audio and see whether it is matching the um, particular text. Superb. Okay, I hear this voice against along with this text. It's a really uh, nice, or it's a sufficient. Okay, and this is done. Okay, now the next step is that we need to create a video. Okay, we need to create a video. Um, in that video, we are going to merge. For example, when I play this in the audio, this particular image will be displayed in the screen. Okay, something like in a YouTube, you see some image along with the audio, right? That's what I'm going to do. That I will cover in a separate um, section. Okay. Thanks for watching. Further more step is that we need to go ahead and complete merging the background image along with the audio, right? So you all know that MP3 is the standard for holding audio file, and I have a image, right? So I have this image that the same, I mean, whatever the text you see, so I'm not covering this part. Okay, I'm only covering this one, and I'm covering this one. Um, so this, I mean, this image will be added along with this voice, so that then it will produce a video, right? So the idea is that somebody will be watching this text while the audio is playing together. Okay, so in order to do that, I just went ahead and written just few lines of Python program. Okay, I'm not really using many of this command. It just copied these imports from the other videos, I mean other Python code I have written. The simple method here is, okay, here is the audio file. I mean, in order to test, I added a main method. In it I call the audio file. So this is the path we have the audio, right? And the same path we have the equivalent image file, right? So for one.mp3 we have a one.jpg, okay, and we have a video path. I mean, video is going to be the output, okay. I'm going to pass this audio along with this image, then I expect the video file under the same name, okay. Then that's a final step for me. All right, so then I created a method. I'm passing all these three parameter, okay. This is a test case. If I go here, it's just a few lines. Okay, this is a method, I'm getting all this parameter here at a first step, okay. So I have audio because every audio we have here, right? It's all comes with a different size. You see, let's go and change this. Okay, you look at it. Every audio, because see, this has a let's say just three lines with some number of word, and maybe if you open something else, it has again three line, but there are many words in it, right? So every audio length would be vary based on the number of words in it, right? You see that this is a 61, this is a 47, this is a 46 or 41, something like that. If you wanted to really go and see what is the play time, we can also find out here, I guess. So here see the duration is 15 seconds, and this one is 12 second, right? We don't know what is the time every mp3 will play, okay. So the first step, I use the ffmpeg. This is really core package for all video and audio. So from using this package, whatever audio I pass, I get the duration of it, okay. I mean, it will say that this audio is a 5-minute audio or a 5 seconds audio, 10 seconds audio, something like that. This is basically I get the number, and then we need a frame size, right? So for this particular video, I wanted to put that into the YouTube. So YouTube's basic video sizes. I mean, in terms of ratio, I can't talk about the size. The ratio is 16 colon 9. I mean, okay, so the 1600 and 900, that's a ratio. I'm creating a frame size because I'm going to create a video. And so um, the video is going to create, it will take little extra time, I would say a few minutes, or I would say it depends on the video length, right? I create, for example, I have a, if the video path is something like, you know, under some folder like a video, oh, a dot rs hello dot mp3, okay. I wanted to create the something like WIP as while it is creating, okay, because let me explain what happened here, okay. So this is a frame size, and I'm just defining a path where it should be written, okay. So even though we pass the video path, I am creating a one more path called WIP, that is work in progress MP4, and I'm creating a video writer at first, okay. Video writer using the CV2, like OpenCV. Um, that's the biggest package in Python in order to write any video kind of thing. Okay, Python OpenCV. Okay, this is one of the great package in order to manage the videos. Okay, this is a very good package in order to get started with any video kind of thing. So this is going to be the M4 MP4 format, and I'm saying that the video must be it's a FPS, right? So frames per second. So which means in my video, every frame going to take exactly 1 second. Okay. If I'm going to create 1 minute video, which means 1 minute is 60 seconds. Then if I add a 60 seconds with this configuration, then I will get a 1 minute video. Okay, and I'm passing the frame size I declared here. Okay, so because my frame refresh rate is 1, if I want to create 5 seconds in the sense I need to create a 5 frames inside of my video, right? Here I'm creating the range, I mean the simple for loop from 1 to whatever the duration. I mean this duration really comes like a float number like 1.352 something like that. That's why this particular package gives. I round it using the integer from float to int, and also I'm making plus 1 because if I put exact this audio seconds, then it will be either plus or minus. I mean, it's not a round number. Say it's not like a 10 seconds video, right? So everything like let's say 10.43 something like that. Okay, I mean it's a millisecond. Okay, so it's not round number. So I'm just adding 1 plus because I want the video to go little bit additionally, right? If you look at a video, um, the I mean, even after the audio completes, if the video goes, I mean, the slide goes 1 or 2 minutes, I mean, a few seconds extra, that's okay. But without a screen, only the audio goes, then the screen, where the screen will go, right? It's a blank screen, blank also a video, right? So, usually, if you create a video, make sure the video must be having extra long than your audio. Okay, if your audio is at 5 minutes, make sure your video is 5 minutes, 0.2 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. Okay, so then the image I pass. Okay, so in this video, it's not like a, any action video, something like that, right? Until the entire audio reads, I just wanted to present this whole screen as such. Okay, the whole slide as a video. So, for example, you are seeing this, and there is audio behind. Okay, until the audio gets complete. So that's my project. Okay, so based on the audio loop, I am reading all the images, I mean the particular given image, and I am writing here the every frame as 1 fps, which means if this is a 10 seconds audio, then I need to add a 10 frame of the same image. That's the way I'm creating a video. Okay, I'm just printing what I do here. Okay, just to know what the loop is going on. And after that, after we write the file, we release the file and we just destroy this. This is a OpenCV requirement. Now we created a video, but the video doesn't have audio in it. Okay, now right? We created a one video under the name of WIP. We again get this video using the video file clip, and we are getting the audio file clip. The audio is what we pass. This is the MP3, and in the audio 3 I'm just putting some volume. These are all some improvement according to the this particular MoviePy editor. It has all audio clip. It has some improvement, how to improve this audio clarity, something like that. I just read something and I made these changes. I mean, these are all really not necessary. If you don't like it, you can just leave them. Okay, here I am going to cut the audio to the video size. Okay, so it should start from a 0. I mean, I'm cut the audio, I mean trim the audio from a 0 to exactly video clip dot end. In the sense, if the audio is at 12 seconds, if my video ends at 11.5, then the voice or audio file will exactly trimmed, because we are going to merge the video along with the audio, so both must be in the same length. Otherwise Python will throw error that your video and audio is not in the same size. It will throw error, something like that. Or sometimes your video may be little longer, because here we are embedding the audio into the video. Okay, all right. Here so likewise we are taking the final from the video clip. We are setting the audio by passing the audio clip. Okay, we trim the audio and we set the audio to the video, and we are writing the video file to the exact location or a path we passed. And the WIP video, right? While we do the only without the audio, we created one WIP based video, right? Which I am just deleting. Use the OS package. That's it. It's very simple and few lines of a code. I could achieve this. Okay, now let's go ahead and run this and see what happened. Okay, So in order to run, I use I'll keep this window so that you can see. Here you go and clear. Okay, Python. If you like to run that in the Visual Code Studio itself, of course you can run here. Okay, Python, audio, video. Okay, audio. Sorry, we need to type add video to audio, right? Just hit enter, and you see that the WIP is added here, and the MP4 has been created. Let's remove, and maybe here I'll show you the code. Okay, add video and audio. You see the same image added until the length of the video, and then it saved the WIP file you saw while I'm talking about, and after it complete it write the MP4 file, and so by merging this JPG and MP3, I got the video now. Okay, let's go and play this. Okay, I will definitely, I'm sure you can't hear what I hear now, but I will attach this video at the end of the YouTube video I'm going to post, so you can see how it works. I really see this is really great. I can hear them. Okay, so now can we go ahead and how to integrate this into our program, right? This is a Python file like odd video, audio to audio. This is a method, right? Now you all remember yesterday we done a program of um, process Thirukkural. So this are all I explained, right? How I use a Google text to speech library in order to create audio from the text file. Now, these are all the things we discussed yesterday. And here, if you look at it, I import the add video to audio. This one I import here. After I import, I call the method of create a video, in which I pass the audio file that I create. I get it from the Google text to speech, and I'm saying what is the file path, the image path. The image is created here for each and every Coral, and then I'm asking which path the file is supposed to get saved. I'm just adding MP4 only in the same path. Okay, now can we go ahead and run this? Okay, just save this, and you see here I put only 10 audios. Okay, and because I don't want 1330 for now, all I can just remove this two line. It will go ahead and create all this 1300 330 videos automatically. Okay, maybe tonight I'll just run, because I don't know how long it will take, but before I go sleep I just run this, and I wish to see that all these videos are created over the night automatically. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this and see whether all the 10 videos are getting created. For now, run the same. No, right now we need to run what Python process Thirukkural, right? And I'll show this particular one. Okay, this time can we really remove this audios, because we'll ask Google to again generate. Okay, so let's delete this. Even delete everything. Why we need all this, right? Um, okay, here let's minimize the screen. Let's put it here. Okay, so what do we do? Let me check. This is a loop. Read the JSON. Take each and every Coral up to only 10, not everything. I want to do really quality checking, and I have to check my customer is happy with this video and all. Okay, so it's create the, if the audio is not in the path, it is creating, because I'm keep trying one after other, right, with some improvement of the language and everything. So if the videos, the audio file is not there, I'll use the Google. Otherwise, I don't want to go and whenever I keep running, I don't want to go and run, because it involves some cost. Okay, all done, and go now. Open the folder. Let's say run. Let's see whether we get a 10 image and 10 audio file, along with the 10 video file. Okay, you see, maybe I'll put this way. You can see now, right? The images are getting created, equivalent audios are getting created, and the videos are getting created. So this is the final output. So this is what I'm going to deliver. Maybe we can finally, merge everything into a single video, but that may be part of a requirement or not, but I'll deal that. Now it's done. Okay. So I'm not sure how long it takes. Okay. If you really look at it, it took 3:57 p.m. and 3:58. So it's more likely a minute job of creating this 10 videos, right? It's not going to take a really big time. Google is also very fast, and I guess if we leave this, maybe 60 minutes, 600, I think it will take 2 hours approximately, or 2 or 2.5 hours, based on my internet speed and all, to generate all such all such Coral videos. Okay, now can you just go ahead and play this? Okay, okay, it really reads very well, so I will attach this in the video. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have any question, please post in the comment section, and I'd be very happy to assist you. If you wanted to really consult with me, use my description.
அகர முதல எழுத்தெல்லாம் ஆதி பகவன் முதற்றே உலகு. விளக்கம்: எழுத்துக்கள் எல்லாம் அகரத்தை அடிப்படையாக கொண்டிருக்கின்றன. அதுபோல உலகம் கடவுளை அடிப்படையாக கொண்டிருக்கிறது. கற்றதனால் ஆய பயனன்கொல் வாலறிவன் நற்றாள் தொழார் எனின். விளக்கம்: தூய அறிவு வடிவாக விளங்கும் இறைவனுடைய நல்ல திருவடிகளை தொழாமல் இருப்பாரானால் அவர் கற்ற கல்வியினால் ஆகிய பயன் என்ன? மலர்மிசை ஏக்கினான் மானடி சேர்ந்தார் நிலமிசை நீடுவாழ் வார். விளக்கம்: அன்பரின் அகமாகிய மலரில் வீற்றிருக்கும் கடவுளின் சிறந்த திருவடிகளை பொருந்தி நினைக்கின்றவர் இன்ப உலகில் நிலைத்து வாழ்வார். வேண்டுதல் வேண்டாமை இலானடி சேர்ந்தார்க்கு யாண்டும் இடும்பை இல. விளக்கம்: விருப்பு வெறுப்பு இல்லாத கடவுளின் திருவடிகளை பொருந்தி நினைக்கின்றவர்க்கு எப்போதும் எவ்விடத்திலும் துன்பமில்லை. இருள் சேர் இருவினையும் சேரா இறைவன் பொருள் சேர் புகழ் புரிந்தார் மாட்டு. விளக்கம்: கடவுளின் உண்மை புகழை விரும்பி அன்பு செலுத்துகின்றவரிடம் அறியாமையால் விளையும் இருவகை வினையும் சேர்வதில்லை.